Well, greetings to you. I I had the occasion to come on live right now. It's kind of impromptu. It's very impromptu. Let's see. Yeah. It's very impromptu, and I thought let me give an update. Now, a lot of you were not aware of the fact that I had occasions to be in Guyana, and I think you understand the reasons for that. With all the threats circulating, all the persons calling me and saying, don't show up here, don't show up there, and all these kinds of stuff, my security had to be taken into consideration. And the folks who made it possible had to ensure for my safety and ensure that adequate systems were in place to guarantee my protection. So all of that had to be sorted out. You would think I'm the president. You would think I'm the, you know, somebody that requires. But this is what happens when they spend time online, voicing all kinds of ugly threats, hideous things they want to do. They're fantasizing about how to hurt someone. They spend their time fantasizing. That's what they do. They go to bed at night and they dream about how they can, in an artistic way, hurt someone, end the person's life, bring pain and agony to that person. They fantasize that. They plan it. They do blueprints and all that kind of stuff just to achieve a demonic, hideous objective. For what? To what extent? What is the end game? Because somebody says something that you don't like what befell Charlie Kirk, unfortunately, and many like him. They wanted me to suffer the similar fate from people who allegedly looks like me. So for all of that, it is what created the conditions that I had to be undercover in my visit being in Guyana. I was unhappy about it, but of course I had to follow the advice of those who are concerned. Because if you go in the care of people, then they're responsible for you. But let me say this. First off, I will forever, I will forever stand in solidarity in 100, and if there is another number to add to that, plus solidarity with my Hindu brothers and sisters, Indian people. I will stand in solidarity. I make no apologies for that. I am passionate about it. I mean it. And my actions will demonstrate that. Good. I respect and I want to acknowledge, in a general sense, the decent Afro-Guyanese to whom I often refer to in my broadcast. The decent Afro-Guyanese. I want to thank you for your respect. I want to thank you for your understanding and the fact that you understand my position. You are matured enough to understand when I say things, why I say things, because you live in that country. You see for yourself. You understand that Dr. Prasad isn't wrong. He is on par. So I am in agreement. I want to thank those Afro-Guyanese, and it happened to be they are the majority who share my sentiment. I want to thank you for your utmost respect. You have shown me the grace and the kindness and assured me that I must continue looking out for the interest of Guyana. I thank you for that. This is why I have to do what I have to do, because of blacks like you that needs me to be here. So I have to do what I must. I consider your criticisms, and I will do my best to respect your criticisms. I honor that. To the Indo-Guyanese brothers and sisters, those who have been responsible throughout my stay and everything, you have no idea. If I can reach into the heavens right now and pull for you mountains of blessings, I will do that. For what you have done for me and how you have shown me the care and the love that a king deserves, it is second to none. Absolutely. I was treated like royalty by my Indo-Guyanese brothers and sisters, like royalty. A prince. The fact that I'm not a millionaire, to a lot of the critics of the Indo-Guyanese brothers and sisters, let me tell you this. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even rich. I'm happy to know that a lot of you think I'm rich. Believe me, I'm happy. I wish that your thoughts, I wish that the fact that you think I'm rich, that your thoughts can find me and I can actually be rich, because I want to. I want to. I would love to be in that position. But the fact that I'm not there, I am simply Dr. Prasad. The country knew me as Dr. Love. I have evolved to what I am now. I'm not a savior of Guyana. I may have done my part to help to propel the PPP to their massive victory. A lot of you know that. There are persons who are in denial, but let's leave them for another time. Despite all of that, I received such love. Their hearts were broken that I could not have stayed longer. Their hearts were broken. The care and the compassion and I'm telling you, I cannot explain it. They treated me like a deity. I did not have the displeasure. I did not have the displeasure of eating on the road. The Indo-Guyanese brothers and sisters prepared from their kitchen the highest quality of food they could think of for my digestion. It is amazing. I had the pleasure of ginger beer, cane juice, lemon juice, roti, curry, okra, khichdi cook-up, oh, my favorite, peas, black-eyed peas cook-up, and you name it, prepared by the hands of wonderful Indian women, brought by their husbands, prasad, officiated in the puja. It was amazing. They fell at my feet. You think I am the God. And don't get it twisted. Elections is over. Because a lot of people, a lot of the critics, a lot of the racist critics, they like to say, and they said before, even though I have said on many occasions for years that I was always treated as a star to my Indian brothers and sisters. I don't know what is it about me, but they just like treating me good. I don't know what it is. from since I'm a kid. It's not now. So for those of you who like to conceptualize my experience, and you want to be theoretical about it, to say like, well, they're nice to you because it's elections time, and they want you to go all the way to make sure that the PPP wins. They want you to break the PNC. They want you to this, and that's why they're nice to you. That's why they're donating to you. They're funding you. They thought I'm getting funds and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, they said these things before on many occasions. However, I want to tell those same people now, elections is over. The PPP won. Now you tell me why they should keep sucking up to me. If it was that motivation that the Indo-Guyanese or the community was, as you thought, sucking up to me because they wanted me to help the election win against the blacks, if that's what you thought, okay, it's over. The elections is over. Justify why they're still sucking up to me. Justify that. Why? For 2030? It makes no sense, does it? Because the people are exactly like that. Elections or no elections, seasons or no seasons, the Indo-Guyanese or the Indians are always ready to serve humanity. I'm human. They treat me like they would treat any other human. Special. They make you want to live. They give you a reason to want to live. Because if for some reason you may have shortcomings that you may not understand the beauties of life, they're going to expose you. They will use their resources to expose you to the beauties of life so you have a reason to want to live, and not just want to live and prosper and enjoy, live within the law, live peaceful with your neighbors, live happy with everybody, enjoy your family, your children. That is what Indian try to project in other people. Because for me, that's what they try to project for me. The only thing most, when they talk to me, the only thing they can think about is putting in my head the fantasy of how they can help me to become a millionaire. How would of people who are racist want to make a black man a millionaire? You tell me. They are provoking my mind in such a way that I can't refuse. They're painting the picture. They're showing me my millionaire status. And they're ready to like, hey, I am here to help you to get there. What's in it for them? 2030? Well, let me correct you on something. The Indo-Guyanese in Guyana, from the airport to my exit, all the Indo-Guyanese that showed me unconditional love and service and worship, none of them are politicians. Do you understand? None of them are politicians. Zero. They are just normal citizens who are working like everybody else. They have no incentive in doing that. Nothing to benefit. They're not politicians. They're not looking for favors from the government. They're not trying to use whatever connections they think I have to help them to get something. No. They are sincerely, genuinely loyal to me. It's love unconditional. It's Durga kind of love that I experience. I can't betray that. I will never betray that. Because nowhere in the world can you go and find that. I was just born to experience the beauty of another race extending to me. And from information and from what all of you will know, this is not unique to just blacks. Indians do this to anybody. Chinese, Amerindian, white people, you name it, the Indians are there because it's the tenet. It is the tenet of Hinduism. Serve. It's a cultural thing. I had to mention all of that. I ain't going to sneak in. I am not going to sneak in, enjoy the heaven that the Indians created for me, and sneak out and just zip it. I wouldn't do that. I would curse when I need to curse those who deserve to be cursed. And I would bless when I need to bless those who deserve to be blessed. I am going to speak highly of those who are highly and lowly of those who are lowly. That's my mandate. We need to protect that culture, that tradition that Guyana has. We need to protect that. It is sad for me to know that there's still hundreds of thousands of Guyanese, Indo-Guyanese, who want to return to their country so they can serve their country. But all the fear that they see coming out of social media, of the newsprint that is anti-PPP, anti-Ali, all of that, it is just deterring them. It is igniting fear. We know that fear is your worst enemy. Fear is your death sentence. It's your road to poverty. I am telling you, brothers and sisters, from around the world, wherever you're watching, Guyana is the best place for you. The best place for you. We have to stop this. We have to stop this. The politicking, put the politicking where it should be. When you're done with elections, you come off of that. Because people have to live a normal life for 5 years. All the nonsense that's been leaked here and leaked there and leaked here and leaked there, all these hustlers, you need to stop it. Because the next thing I'll do, I'll stop targeting politicians and I'm going to target you, the individuals. You don't love Guyana because you hate the PPP. We get it, but keep the hatred to yourself. Keep it to yourself. You want to be, if you are born a loser, you want to die a loser, keep it to yourself. Don't contaminate the decent folks and their dreams when it comes to going back to their country or enjoying their country. I was on the ground. I am speaking from the ground. What I have seen, and the sightseeing was limited and restricted simply because folks were fearful of my security. But the little that I have seen in restricted zones to which I was allowed to maneuver, it is enough for me to tell you, to the critics of the Ali government, to the liars from the PPP. Of the liars against the PPP. I understand your ambition. I understand your ambition, Sherrod Duncan. Sherrod Duncan. I understand your ambition. All the people who are continuing to push all these evil, to continue to paint this black paint, I'm just telling you to stop it. Because you live there. I saw that you live there. Ajruddin Muhammad, Ajruddin Muhammad, you did the crime. Do the time. Go quietly and do your time. Face your judgment. You did the crime, not the poor people of Guyana. You did. Stop hustling the poor people of Guyana to try to seduce them into coming to fight for you. And they'll meet their debts. If they are so poor and you are so noble, sell all that you can sell right now before it is seized and distribute it amongst the poor. Before they seize your property, Ashradin, sell everything, what you can sell, and take the money and distribute it. Buy houses or give properties to all the people that you consider poor. Give it to them. So it's off your conscience. You can go to jail and be happy for the rest of your life that you did a remarkable thing. I know you're not convicted. You're not wanted for murder. The crimes you committed are white collar crimes, but they're punishable severely. But you're not convicted of murder. You're not wanted for murdering anybody. There are lots of things circulating, but I'm not going with circulation. I'm not going with that nonsense. I'm speaking to the facts. You broke the law. You face the consequences. But stop joining the PNC and those from the other side in painting a bad picture that Guyana is a ghetto, that Guyana is filled with poor people. Stop doing that, man. That is what angers me. And now that I've been on the ground, now that I have been on the ground and I tasted the wealth that you consider poor, I am further angered. That is a bunch of lies. Lies and lies and more lies. The fear in the people not to want to come out and enjoy their country because of people like you, Ashridin, and Norton, and all of these others. They want to keep people in their houses, and they must be home and depend on their smartphone or their laptop or the television to get information about what's happening in Guyana. Don't come out. Don't go to the city. Don't see your country. Wait until the PNC people give you information as to what's happening on the road. But if you go for yourself, if you leave your homes and you go out for yourselves, you will vote for President Ali 100 times over. If there is an unlimited access to the to elections, about there no term limit, you will keep voting for Ali every time. If only you step out your house and go in your neighborhoods and look at your country. If only you can do that. Those liars, the bench cops, the Burks, and all these people, your best alternative right now. I am forgiven. I'm a forgiven person. You know what my pandit told me yesterday? My pandit said to me, he says, and it's a young man, I don't think he's in his 30s yet. A young pandit, very brilliant, very smart. He said to me, he says, I understand sometimes when you say what you say, but you see, Forgive them. He says, just forgive them. Don't let them steal your wisdom. He says your wisdom is beyond some of what the things you say. But I understand while you have to sometimes debase that wisdom to suit a certain level. He says, no, keep it here and forgive them. If a pundit could tell me that, who am I to continue to hold this anger? I also forgive them. I forgive you, Norton, and all the others. I forgive you for what you've said. I forgive you for the things you've talked about in painting a bad shadow over Guyana. I forgive you of the accusation you made saying that the Ali government is punishing the people. The Ali government discriminates against the black people. I forgive you. I forgive you for the things you talk about prejudice, about police brutality. I forgive you for those things because the facts are there to behold. If you are in the country, you beheld the facts. You understand from where you came, from whence you came. Try not to be selfish. It is not about you, it's about a nation that has 6 races, almost 1 million people. You are just one person. There is almost 1 million others that must be looked after. Don't be selfish. If you are not receiving the attention that you think you deserve, ask yourself the question as to why you should get priority. Why should you get priority when there are 10,000 people looking for the same service that you are criticizing the government because it might be slow coming to you? There are 10,000 others. Why should you get priority? Because the 10,000 who are waiting, they also consider themselves special and they want priority too. But they're not on social media talking bad things about the president or spreading fake news. They're not doing that. They're waiting patiently because they understand that Guyana, the services of the government is not just about health care, it's not just about insurance, it's not just about the distribution of houses, it's not just about food prices. No, it's a complete area of human needs. But take, for example, you can rush an emergency person to a specialist hospital faster than you could have 5 years ago. Faster. You can get to your job now. You can enjoy your full 8-hour sleep. Wake up at your leisure time. Take your time and drive to your work, and you still wouldn't be late because of the expansion of the roads, because of the Barajagdia River Bridge, because of the price of gas, all that. Think about all of that and try not to stress over the fact that you may be late with your pension or somebody didn't give you the attention you need at the housing ministry. Think about all the other 99 blessings that you have earned undeservingly under this president. And don't let the one blessing cause you to paint a bad picture of that beautiful country, man. Guyana is awesome. President Irfan Ali, for a young president who everybody said is inexperienced, you did damn well for an amateur. In 5 years, you did darn well. In 5 years for an amateur. Now we can't say you are an amateur now. No, you are an expert in governance based on your track record, based on your physical, material track record. Sir, you are a genius when it comes to politics and governance. No questions, no debate. There is none but you, Ali. I saw for myself. And I can tell you. So please, folks, enjoy your country. There is peace everywhere. The violence that you see around circulating, those are committed by people who are sick, mentally sick, demon possessed. Their folks didn't get to them early enough to save them. So it resulted in them harming people, committing robbery underarms, killing themselves, killing women, because these people are demonic possessed. The churches are failing the black communities. The black leaders are failing the black communities. The people are concentrated too much in these small barricaded ghettos. They're concentrated too much there. This is why it's toxic, because it's like a house with mother, father, sister, children, brother, children, and they're like 50 people in one house. You will have chaos. You will have chaos. You will have frustration. And instead of them dealing with it amongst themselves, they will go out and pick trouble with people on the road and try to deal with their frustration like that. But besides that, Guyana is going to migrate to the point where there will be zero crime. Zero crime. People would not be able to afford to commit crime. If they commit crime, then they deserve what they get. But the way the country is going, the status of the country, you have no excuse to rob anybody. You have no excuse to be a scrap or a scrape. No excuse. You have no excuse to go and take advantage of women or hurt women. No excuse. No excuse whatsoever. If you do, when you do, you deserve exactly what comes to you, because you have no excuse to do it. Enjoy the country. It's a lovely, lovely country. I can say I am more than proud to be a Guyanese, more than proud. The envy of the Caribbean, soon the envy of the world. And it's not the oil. It's not the oil. Don't keep attributing the beauties of Guyana to oil. We ain't so cheap. It is years of planning, of having the right man to execute and oversee those plans. We happen to have found the right man, President Irfan Ali. We almost didn't get it, but God saw we deserved it. And we saw the mighty hand of the Creator transform Guyana into the beauty it is now. Go to your country. Leave America. Leave Canada. Leave Australia. Make your arrangements. Go to your country. Take your money to your country. Believe you me, it is a dynamic country. Plenty everywhere. You don't make it, you're lazy. You don't make it, you're a hater. You are a hater and you are lazy if you don't make it. You don't make it, then you are a retiree. You are almost 80 years old, so you can't start then. But you're still young. Go out and achieve it. Go out and achieve it. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Enjoy what you're seeing. Breathe it in. Awesome. The show today, I wanted to talk about that. I don't want to be distracted with the other stuff that's happening. It's happening, it has to happen. Just that. On the next show, I'll deal with specifics with what we're dealing with. But now I want you to understand Guyana is the greatest country right now. Go see for yourself. Go on the ground, walk your streets, go into your malls, go into your hotels, your restaurants, your neighborhoods. Go out and go there and fear not the demonic criminals. Don't fear them. They're picking them up. They're finding them. They're finding them. I can assure you. Don't allow the criminals to deter you. Go out in your country. Go out to your country. Enjoy the country. The criminals will be found. They're hiding now, but the police, they're searching everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's police checkpoints. Beautiful. I had the pleasure of going to the coast. Checkpoints. Massive. Beautiful. I have no issues with the traffic buildup. As long as it means the police are doing their work, they're doing their traffic checks and the traffic stop and they're checking for criminals, go ahead. I would stay all day if I have to in that traffic. Catch the criminals. Because the time will come when you would hardly see police around because there is no crime to fight. There's no crime to fight. There are no criminals to get. They would gather all of them. You know, like the demonic ingathering, the devilish ingathering, they would gather all of them and ship them to hell. So we would not have those to deal with. Let them continue plotting and planning crimes. They're waiting to get them. So Guyanese citizens, home and abroad, enjoy your country. Invest in your country. Politicians will do what politicians do best. Criticize each other, cuss each other out, plot against each other, leak information about each other because they want the position the other one has. And now President Ali is the target. Every politician wants his job. They want his job. People in the PPP, out of the PPP, they want his job. We have to protect him. We have to protect our most valuable asset because of what he has delivered for all Guyanese. Everybody crosses that new bridge. Everybody goes to the malls. Everybody enjoys the facilities around the country. If you find that there are hospitals in your neighborhood that has a shortage of doctors, how is it the government's fault? If your hospitals doesn't have doctors, how is it the government's fault? Wouldn't it be better to make contact with the Ministry of Health? Wouldn't it be better to call out the Minister of Health to say, hey, these hospitals are understaffed? Target him. It is his ministry who have to source the staff for these hospitals. If you can't find them in Guyana, hire them from other countries. Hire doctors and nurses and medical professionals from other countries. Make the packages so attractive they can't resist. They can't resist. But if you don't make the packages attractive for people, the Guyanese, they're leaving. You have a population that is underserved. Then what you do, you bring the doctors back. You bring the nurses back. You bring the teachers back. You bring everybody back. And how do you bring them back? How do you get your ex back? If your ex left because you're greedy, you're not generous. If she left because of that and you want her back because she's resourceful, because you can't replace her, how do you get her back? By showering her with gifts, by making commitments and promises. Honey, darling, listen, I'm going to do my best to buy a house. I'll get you a car. You have to make the comeback fee attractive because she has to give something up to come back. So for people to remigrate to Guyana, professionals, they wouldn't give up a $5,000 a month salary to come to earn a month salary of $3,000. They wouldn't do that. Regardless of inflation, regardless, they wouldn't do that. But if by comparison they realize that they have $5,000 a month overseas, but they can only save 1,000 because of the expense, then in Guyana they say, hey, you get $3,000 a month, but we give you free housing. You get a free land, free housing, duty free, so you can save all your money. Who wouldn't return? Of course they'll come back. Of course they will come back. So all these houses the governments are building, all the houses that the government is building, if you build 50,000 houses, you allocate 10,000 houses for professionals. Give them for free. Sign a lifelong contract. You're going to work here in Guyana for the rest of your life. Here is a house. We take care of you for the rest of your life. Serve our people. That's it. Guyana is too big. Guyana is too big for such a small population. So if all the Guyanese return home with their money and their investment, then Guyana can properly shine because you have the human resources, the human capital properly shine. The president we have, I've faced a few disappointments. I'm not holding that against the president. I was of the view that everything is arranged for meetings, for hey, let's get this to another level. But all the so-called contacts, politician that was stressing me out every day they're calling every day. Not one of them took their phone. Put not just myself to embarrassment, but all the other people that are involved in this to embarrassment. If I didn't know better, I would have come on this platform and start cussing out the president and the vice president and the PPP to think that, hey, you wasted my time, you made a fool out of me. And no, because I know they had nothing to do with that. They were unaware of my visit. They were unaware. They had no idea that I was scheduled to be there. Zero idea. None of them. But the people who claim to be around, who claim to have all these up, they made a fool out of me. Now, should I hold the whole party responsible? No, these guys are just idiots. They're just idiots. Didn't take their phones, didn't respond to messages. You know what I did? I enjoy the fruits of those who labored for my journey, those who made it possible. I enjoy the fruits of their labor. But I went through my phone, and all the people who made a fool out of me, I deleted their numbers. And these are people that anyway, I deleted their numbers and would speak up their names never again. Never again. But it was not the president. It was not the vice president. It was not the people who matters. They have no idea, had no idea that I was there, planning to be there, no idea. But I was led to believe they were aware before I showed up. So if you understand the sentiments I now feel, is if you put yourself in my position, you'll understand. These are just hustlers below that wanted to exploit the ideas that they want to plant in your head. But because the universe is always there, The gods are always there, and there's always people that matters around. It was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. And no politician had anything to do with it. You would think I've served these politicians for the past 6 months or a year. They benefited from my service. They did. But they had nothing, no input whatsoever. Not even a thank you. I'm not referring to the president or vice president. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm talking about. So I would not in any way undermine my president and my vice president for the disappointment that came via people who claimed that they had whatever. Guyana is important to me. Guyana first. And Guyana first requires that I speak the truth to gossip and propaganda. The truth to gossip and propaganda is Guyanese. We have the greatest president. We have the smartest politician and Vice President Jagdeo. He has the best team. They are doing their best. They recognize the mistakes that they made in the past 5 years, not the president, people under him. They're doing their best to correct that. They know how frustrated it made the people of Guyana, and they're doing their best to make it right. They're using this second term now to correct the mistakes of the past. And I've already seen the fruits of that. I'm beginning to see the fruits of that. So people like me must continue to encourage them so that they continue to do or make an effort to serve the Guyanese people in every way possible. So I am now going to encourage them to do that. They slip up, yes, but not condemnation, constructive criticism. We need them to stay focused, stay on target, and deliver a country that we all are proud of. We need that to continue. So while Aubrey Norton and Ajani Mohammed, they play politics, these two men, forget Ajani, he just came, so he's not really important. But Mr. Aubrey Norton, you enjoy the best quality of life Guyana has to offer. The best quality of life, sir. You enjoy that. Why wouldn't you want your citizens to experience what you are experiencing? Why not? Do you have to be president for them to experience that? The way they can experience that, sir, is for you to speak the truth. Tell them, look, I wanted to be president, so I lied about a lot of stuff. I helped to push a lot of fake news because I wanted to be president. That's what politicians do. They lie on each other. They are part of the propaganda. They do stuff. But the truth is, we have the best country. We have the best country. Do your best. Don't commit crime. Don't destabilize the country. Don't stand for lawlessness. Tell your base, Aubrey, to go out and take advantage of what's there. Don't spend the next 5 years painting only darkness, darkness, darkness. They're looking at you and they are preventing themselves from going out and enjoying the fruits of the country. They feel comfortable like, hey, Aubrey knows our pain. No, Aubrey don't know your pain. Aubrey is enjoying a high quality life. A high quality life he's enjoying. He has maids. He eats the best. Not because he's opposition leader or was opposition leader, but because he's a Guyanese. And he knows that Guyana is providing the best. But for them to keep you dumbed down, to think that you are in the worst situation ever, they have to keep lying to you. All these Melissa Atwell, Whitford, all these people wish they were not so toxic and lying and criminally oriented. They wish they can go back to Guyana and enjoy the beauty of the country. They wish they could do that. They were hoping that they can destroy the economy by their rhetoric, destroy the country, and break the PPP so that the PNC can win. And if the PNC wins, the PNC is going to take. So since the PPP won by a larger margin, they are now sliming and trying to change course because they don't want to suffer in America for the next 5 years. They want to go back to Guyana to enjoy the beauties of Guyana that I have seen. So I forgive them. And they're making the right decision. Don't beat around the bush, Melissa Atwood. Don't beat around the bush. We all know you're a hypocrite. We know you're a hustler, you're slime. We all know that. Bork and Benchcock, we all know that you guys are some low-life slime hustlers. We know that. Do the decent thing as a hustler and denounce the PNC. Denounce Win because you might end up in prison with him. And just back your government. Stand with your government. Stand with the PPP and the president. Stand with that. Stand with that. Face whatever issues you have to face. Go back to your country. Enjoy Guyana. Enjoy Guyana. Stand with the PPP. Stand with your government, your country. Do that because you guys don't have a choice. You would suffer for the next 5 years. And after that, you're getting older and older and older because the next 5 years, 2030, you will suffer again because the PPP will retain government. I'm not going to push possibilities anymore. I'm sticking to that. I want the PPP to stay in power. The PPP didn't disappoint me. Our hustlers within the PPP who claim to be PPP, who claim they're the ones who disappointed me, not the PPP, not the President Ali, not Vice President Jagdeo. They did not disappoint me. It was those hustlers who used my platform. They did. So I just dismissed them. Treat it for what it is. They're all the picture. Let's focus now on what's right. What's right is that the best government we have is a PPP government. The best president is Irfan Ali. The best government is a PPP civic government. The best country is Guyana. Go back. Enjoy your country. Invest in your country. You would speak on behalf of me. You will speak after me. One Guyana. Cetera.